are in the world. How are you all doing on this lovely, actually late morning? So, what a day I have had today. So where do I really start? I might wait for a few more people to come up onto my live. Hi Vicky! Hey y'all! So, this morning I was putting on my brave face and basically trying something brand new, something totally different to what I've ever done before, which was audition for a musical. Yes, audition for a musical. Me, audition for a musical. So, anyway, I've had sort of like about 3-4 days preparation for this, because I only found out recently that there was an open audition for Frozen the musical in the West End, which is going to be starting in 2020 of next year, which is actually in August 2020. So basically today, there wasn't many of us. So the audition was placed at the Sherman Theatre in Cardiff, and there was about, I'm no word of a lie, when I turned up at 10 to 9, there must have been about 50 people there already in the queue. There wasn't loads, like apparently London had so many people arrive to audition, like apparently it was crazy. But Cardiff, it was really quiet. It seemed like that people may have thought that maybe it was better to go to London because you might have more of a chance seeing the casting directors who were like direct with the actual brand new West End show. But it seemed like, honestly, it was exactly the same. So I prepared my sheet music about 4 days ago. I don't know how sheet music is composed. I don't know how to read it. I can't understand it one single bit. So basically I downloaded the sheet music off YouTube, and I listened to the YouTube version of the guy who played the piano to the music. When I turned up to do my audition, which I'll get to in a little bit later, it was not the same. Yeah. Those sort of moments when you think to yourself, this is not good. But anyway, before all that, we had to sign a declaration form. We had to sign, obviously, a disclaimer to say that we're happy if any photos were taken or anything like that. Disney can keep hold of our information in case if there's something coming up in the future that they want us to attend to, and obviously to contact us for future references if they want us to proceed with the Frozen musical as well. So basically then I was given a number. My number was 69. Ha ha ha. And so it was one of those sort of weird audition days where it wasn't like the other ones I've been to before, where it was like X Factor and Britain's Got Talent. You know, everyone's there doing different things, different songs, different genres, different type of acts. It was so different. It was very professional at this one. There was a lot of actors who had done a lot of acting and still in university, like doing their masters or whatever in their sort of like acting school. And there's just me with a little bit of work experience that I've done over the years. So I've come in a little bit different compared to a lot of like the students and stuff like that who were there. So yeah, that was different. There was actually one of the girls that I had met before who worked on a cruise ship, and she actually played Scylla in the last musical, and she was there, Amy Bridges. So we were chatting and we got to talk about obviously what we've been getting up to and blah blah. And my number got called. So they called out from, I think it was 59 to 70. So basically then obviously I was one but last, and we all had to queue outside of the actual audition room. There's like a black curtain like just behind the audition room. We all like went into our numbers. So obviously I was like second from last, and then I was like, you know what, girls, I need the toilet. So I go off to the toilet because I'm like starting to get nervous like everyone else is. I go to the toilet, and then as soon as I come out, everyone's gone. And I'm thinking, oh my god, where's everyone gone? I'm having a guess, and then I'm thinking, I gotta go back to the registration, ask the girls. They were like, we got told there was one that went to the toilet, and I was like, yeah, oops. So anyhow, they showed me the way to go, and luckily, obviously, they only just started the auditions in my like little group, so the one had just gone in. And basically there was like I think there was like 6 or 7 before me. Different heights, everyone looked very different. I was one of the tallest girls there. And basically I was standing, there was 3 of us left, and we had to stand right outside the door this time, so you could actually hear all the singers perform inside the room, and you're thinking, oh my god, like when I met her first, she did not sound like she'd be as good as that, and whatever, you know. You're starting to think, oh my god, like, I have no chance in hell right now. This is, like, beyond. I've never done a West End sort of audition before. This is all a new experience. So that's going through me anyway. I'm scared as enough as it is, because I'm trying something new. And then, as soon as a girl comes out, they're like, okay, we're ready for you now. And I'm thinking, God. So I'm like, hi, and like, it's literally as soon as I walk through the room, right, there's this lady on a piano. She's got like a piano by here, and then they've got like the man sitting on the desk. He's quite young. He's quite good looking, actually. He was like, I'd say like late 20s, and he was like, hi, and I was like, hey. But no, I wasn't like that really. Basically, I walked in and I gave the sheet music to the lady, and I was like, which way do I go? Because it was like, it was awkward, like how it was positioned. There's no X on the floor, like there aren't other audition rooms. It was just like the wooden floor, and then there was just this man behind a table, and he was like, what are you going to sing for us? And I said, this is me from The Greatest Showman. And he was like, oh, great, perfect. It was kind of like, it seemed to me like it was like a breath of fresh air to him, because there were so many girls who going in the room that I heard who were singing like proper songs from like Cats or from Les Miserables or something like that. And I was singing like a current poppy sort of musical song. And I thought, well, This Is Me is kind of like Let It Go from Frozen, because it's telling the same story of obviously the girl with the powers leaving the house because she's just disrupting everyone and she's causing snow and whatever. And Let It Go is I just think it's very similar to This Is Me. And I think I chose the right song. However, as I said, I prepared everything about 3 or 4 days ago. I printed off the sheet music, I listened to the song, I listened to the accompaniment, and sang over it, and stuff like that, and basically, it was different. For some reason, or the sheet music was correct, I don't know, but I had to go singing it. I sounded fine. Like, in the end, I just did it my own way. Like, I kind of ignored that there was a piano there and that there was music going on. I just continued in my own key. And I was singing slightly, like, an octave lower, I think, than the piano. So it was a bit strange, but I just kind of was like, this is not the key that I wanted to sing it in. So in the end, I just did my own thing, and I did a few movements and stuff, which I'm not going to do on camera, but you know what I mean. And basically, the sheet music was so wrong that she even said, I'll tell you what, they really wanted me to do well, because they were like, let's do it again. And so I was like, yeah, I'll have another go. And it was fine the second time, but I still wasn't in the right key with the music. There was just no way I was going to get into it. But the one thing that I've always watched on YouTube about people who've done Disney auditions before, just keep smiling, because honestly, as long as it shows that you really don't, like, I want to say you don't care, but you just carry on professionally, just carry on and just smile, and honestly the casting directors will see that you're very strong, in the respect that you're not just going to melt down and you're not going to cause like a big fuss. That was really good, so that's just to bear in mind as well. At the end I was like, thanks guys, and he was like, that was like, Krystal, that was really good. And I was like, thanks. So he was writing down something on a paper. I don't know what he was writing, but I'm hoping it was like a yes, or maybe like the name of like who I could potentially play. So yeah, it's like callbacks are on the 29th of June, so it's later this month, which isn't too long really when you think about it. But I'm not going to get my hopes up, because I know that they've had so many people from London. They started off casting in Scotland. They're going to Ireland tomorrow. So I think from maybe like the day after tomorrow, they've probably already got in mind who they want. But this is the thing, right? So I could only sing 16 bars of music, which is basically like a chorus. Like literally all I could sing was the chorus of the song. So I think as soon as you walk in through the door, they're evaluating you, and you as a person, for one, you looks wise as a two, and if you can sing, because they've got a whole year, because production doesn't actually start till 2020 for the actual West End show. So I'm guessing they're kind of like doing like a casting in regards of like facial casting first, and if you can sing, and if you can like move, and if you have a nice smile, I'm guessing that's kind of like at first what they're looking for. And obviously if you're tall, I would definitely say that is probably more, because there's not so much you can show within a minute and a half of your vocal range. So that is just one thing to also consider as well. There was a lot of people who were a lot shorter than me, and from just looking at Reddit and reading up on blogs of people who have auditioned for these things before and they've actually got cast, or their friends got cast, they've always been like, the lead roles of like females have to be over like 5'7", and I'm 5'8", and I wore heels, so I was like 6 foot. So I don't know, I'm not going to get my hopes up, as I said, because I know that there are girls out there who've done acting all their lives, they've done musical theatre and everything, but I'm thinking they might be willing to take on someone maybe a bit fresh, someone with a bit, obviously, with experience of, for my instance, I've presented on stage, I've done different bits and bobs here and there, I've tried doing music on my own, I've been self-employed doing music since such a young age. I've done it like the work experience way and not a graduate's sort of diploma way. So I've done the grafting in that side of respects, I suppose. So I don't know what's going to happen, but honestly, like, Disney auditions are very different. They're different, but they're similar in a way of, compared to like a casting for instance, Britain's Got Talent, X Factor. It kind of feels like a lottery, because there's so many girls with so many different talents, with so many different looks, that could just be perfect for the role, and you just might miss out because you're just not quite exactly what they're looking for compared to others out there. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, they may have said it was good and really it was like bad, but they didn't want to make me feel bad. I don't know. It's one of those where I think to judge a minute and a half of someone, you can't really go off all vocals. because it's not enough. It's not enough to know how good someone is. So yeah, I'm going to leave you all to it. I'm going to the gym now. I'm going to do a bit of cycling. And tonight there is a limited showing for a film at Cineworld as well, so I'm going to go and watch that. Today I basically have off, tomorrow I'm back in work, and so I'm going to enjoy today, get much done, and yeah, I will speak to you all whenever I speak to you all next. Bye for now.